Hey guys, this is Ayesha at Youngspapercreations. I hope you're having yourself a fantastic, very fantastic evening. I am here because I thought I can get a little bit of my journals worked on while I chat with you guys, and you guys, you know, you don't get to chat with me, right? You're just watching. Um, so yeah, if you want to craft along with me, you could stick around for a bit. And if you're there at your table, maybe you can start to work on your stuff as well. I have grown to enjoy having laces in my journals. And I had gotten this lovely idea actually from Nisi from uh, Bella Vintage Cottage. Now, what she does is place these bows in the middle, and I had started doing that, and I had Susie, adorable Susie, Susie from Susie's craft room. Susie mentioned that it's much better if the bows were a little bit more anchored so that you can actually use it. My thought was that perhaps the same as Nisi, that you would write around it. But I decided to take Susie's thoughts into consideration. So what I've now been doing, and I like it quite a bit, is to just move my bows over to the side. Why? Because if you take a little strip of anything and you place it in the corner, it anchors quite well, and it leaves this part here for usage. So I like that very much. Now the same could be possibly done in the middle, but sometimes it's just not as secure. So I am actually liking it quite a bit now that they're more into the corner, because it creates a wonderful anchored tuck. So Susie, thank you so very much. Thank you for your thoughts, your suggestions. I like it in the middle a lot because it's centered, but at the side it's just as beautiful. And I think I will actually stick to this, because when it was in the middle, sometimes I felt as if I needed to tuck the ends, but now I am liking it very much right here, because this is what you get. So I'm liking that very much. So I just thought I'd come on. I'm working on 2 Christmas journals, and let me show you my thoughts. Digging through my papers here. For example, this one, say freeze, I'm actually taking for this particular Christmas journals using the theme of the greens, and I'm not having any, I don't have any red, core red papers, the lightweight papers, 20 pounds in my stash right now. So I'm actually not gonna add that. I'm using the pink instead. But this is where I took the theme, the idea from. And then I have another one. And this one is pinks and greens and golds, and even this what do you call this, the Libra, no, well, anyways, you know what this design is. So I took this idea here, and this is from the Miss Claus craft paper pad, and then I took this idea here with the mint and the, you know, the light greens and the pinks and such. So I took that idea and I moved it into this. See that? And this is like a mintish green. You can probably can't see it quite well here. So I took some of that and some gold, because what's Christmas without some gold, frankincense, and myrrh? So I decided to take some of that and some of my gold wallpapers, and that's how I came up with these two journals that I'm gonna be making now. And so I'm gonna start. So this one here, I think I'm finished in terms of my ribbons. I think I'm finished with this one, and I'm gonna work on this one right now. So this guy is finished. Put that aside. So I want to use some of my turquoise, and I actually got these to celebrate it from Michael's. So I'm gonna use some turquoise because that goes perfectly well with my journal. And I'm gonna try my best to complement the pages so that they go. And by the way, I want to thank Susie for all of her support. I am loving her personality so much. She's a little bit of a joker. She's funny, she's full of surprises, and very smart and kind as well. I saw that the video that she had up there, where she was trying to feed a little bird, and I couldn't help think how beautiful that was. She could have been doing anything else, and there she was. She adopted this little bird who lost his mom, and there she was feeding him and everything. Oh my goodness. Susie, you'll have to update us on that adventure. Let's know what became of, or what becomes of that little bird. Very kind of you. Okay, I'm liking this one. And this is the beautiful thing about our crafting and just life in general, that one idea sparks another idea, and you take things and you tweak and you make them your own. So, and you know, I've heard Nelda speak on that, I think, when she purchased my first Christmas journal. She talked about, you know, how when she saw it, she just wanted to have it, and she liked it. And she talked about the fact that her style is a little bit different. And you know what? Sometimes too, when we're, you know, taking on all these time spending in our crafting, our personalities, our style tweaks, and sometimes merges with others, and we take on, and that's why when you see artists of the past, their style might merge with another artist, you know. So sometimes I see others work, and I'd be like, oh, I saw that somewhere. And I've heard individuals saying, I don't know where I got this idea from. I'm sure I'm not the first one with it. And that's what it's all about. We're not the original person. We've, you know, taken a little bit here and a little idea there, and before you know it, we've turned something into, you know, something more. Same with the writers of today. You know, when you read a piece of work, you would say to yourself, well, that sounds familiar. Like, you know, we take from here and there, and before you know it, we've got supper. So here's my other ribbon. I've got two so far. I like making sure that I have at least 4. So I would divide the signatures. I do a lot of soft cover signatures. They're more affordable to others, and you know, in terms of our creativity, it's easy for us to finish one and go on to another, and you know, it just keeps you going and growing. If you're working on a hardcover journal, that could be a lot of fun as well, but it takes sometimes 2-3 times the work. So this way you're able to get it into someone's hands and they're able to afford it. Many people would like to get their hands on our journals, but if they're too expensive, we actually take that opportunity away from them. So I don't know, I'm in the line where I would love to see individuals come to know and love and find out more about our crafting and have this industry grow leaps and bounds. That's my dream anyways. I would like that to happen. If you're with me, I enlist you to try and be as creative as possible so that we find ways to draw people into this paper crafting world. And before you know it, we'll be back to what the 80s and 90s apparently looked like. This is according to Nisi, because Nisi has been in this crafting creative world for many years now. And she said that in 80s and 90s, crafting was just amazing. So I have 3 now, and it's starting. So my work is, I like to describe my work as more quiet elegance. It is not out there shabby, but I'm in the group where less is more. That's me. Less is more. I just want to see people crafting and getting their hands on journaling. And if they're going to journal, then I want to make sure that they actually have the writing space to journal and not have everything all beautified and decorated on every single page. Unless we purposely want to have something for a coffee table, then that's a different story altogether. Altogether now. So once again, I want to thank, you know, all my customers at my Etsy. Today I went and mailed out some wallpaper sheets, and the postage is getting a little bit better, so hopefully she'll get it, you know, under a month at least. But yeah, so I did that today. I hope she enjoys them. And so please check out my Etsy. It's Youngspapercreations as well. You will find Youngspapercreations anywhere you find that. That's me for the most part. And what else? Please continue to subscribe and pass my info on to any and every crafter out there. Thank you so much for all of your support. I am now over 500 subscribers, and folks have obviously been able to see my work more and more, because the more subscribers you have, the more people can find you. And so thank you so very much. I appreciate all of your help, and all of the winners, the people who, wow, I cannot believe it, you guys did shout outs, like creative shout outs for me. Oh, I wish I knew how to handle those fancy camera stuff that you guys did. But listen, I want to encourage individuals to, oh, look at this. This is now with the 4. I want to be able to do, things like that. I'm not that good with the camera and all that technological stuff. That's why I bow and take my hat off to Nelda. I've been seeing her do some fancy creative editing and such with her camera. Nelda, I don't know if you're doing it all by yourself or if you've got your handsome husband or somebody helping you, but boy oh boy, I'm admiring your stuff. It looks good. Looks good, my friend. So yes, we need to support each other. If there's anyone out there and you're under 500 subscribers and you're seeing this and you want me to give you a shout out or anything like that, please contact me at Youngspapercreations. And that's what it's all about. Nelda talks about this. I saw this in Danny from Junk Journals and more. Oh my goodness. She is just an encourager. And Poet Spice came alongside, and Rhonda with an H. Is it Rhonda Cole? And Susie from Susie's Craft Room, Nelda. These are the core people. Like, they had the videos and they placed my work right there on their screens, and I felt so appreciated and so loved. Oh, thank you guys. Thank you. You guys are amazing, amazing crafters. You make this community what it is. When people talk about, unity and creativity and support, you guys embody all of that. And I love the scripture that talks about ask. We have not because we ask not. And I love that. I've been trying to live that and ask. And I tell you, you guys prove the Bible. For me, you guys prove the Bible. So thank you very much. Can God be trusted? Is he, to be trusted? Yes, he is. Yes, he is. So thank you so much, guys. You showed me that you guys truly wanted to support your fellow crafters out there, and you helped me along the way. You helped me, and all of your assistants and all of the people who came on and subscribed, because you did all of those lovely stuff, VR messaging and such. Thank you guys. Thank you all of the subscribers. Thank you so very much. I love being in this world of creativity, and so being able to have more people be reached by my work brings me great joy. Great joy. I love pretty papers and pretty things, and I love the idea of others being able to hold my journal in their hand. And for example, Nisi from Bella Vintage Cottage, she is amazingly talented in her stuff, and I tell you, she encourages me by the things that she creates. And guys, when you get an idea from somebody, as long as you can remember, give them a shout out and thank them, because these people are talented and they're the originators of certain ideas, so you give them credit. Sometimes we forget. I'm no different, but when we remember, let's do so. Okay? Then it becomes sharing and borrowing and not stealing, even though we forget at times. When we remember, give shout outs and say thank you. Like my friend at her channel, tell him thank you. Boy, I tell you, that reminds us every time, doesn't it? Tell him thank you. Thank you, Father God. So yeah, I'm gonna stop now with my ribbons at the top here. They're looking quite luscious, and I want to bring in this one as well and show you. So this one will be the more traditional Christmas with the greens and the gold, and this one it's gonna have gold, it's gonna have some turquoise, some pinks in there, And I'm gonna get that going. So these two journals will very, very soon, within a couple of days, be in my Etsy shop. So you don't have to wait until it's in the Etsy shop. If you see, that I'm working on something and you know that it may or may not be there when I'm finished, please go on ahead and let me know, hey, Ayesha, I'd like to have that journal even before it's finished. I know I'd like to have that journal. Could you keep it for me? Then I will not put it in my Etsy, and I will have you e-transfer, PayPal me the money. Other than that, I will have it in my Etsy shop, and you can get it from there. So thank you so very much, guys, for hanging out with me. You got a chance to just spend some quiet or not so quiet time with me while I do one of my favorite things with the journals, is putting on these ribbons. Thank you so very much. God bless and keep you guys. Thank you. Thank you. Take care. Bye bye.